Leaving the royal family looked like freedom. No more rules, no more restrictions, no more pressure from the system. But here's the part people don't talk about enough. What did Meghan Markle and Prince Harry actually lose? Because behind the independence and new opportunities, there's a cost. And today, we're breaking down what that cost really looks like. When Meghan and Harry stepped away, they didn't just leave roles. They left a system that gave them global recognition, organized public appearances, media management, and clear direction. Inside the royal institution, everything is structured. What you do is planned. How you appear is controlled. What the public sees is carefully shaped. And yes, that structure can feel limiting, but it also does something powerful. It protects you. Because inside that system, your relevance is built in. Once you leave, you have to create that structure yourself. Here's something many people misunderstand. Leaving didn't automatically mean less pressure. In some ways, it meant more exposure. Inside the system, messaging is controlled, criticism is managed, narratives are guided. Outside of it, everything is open. Now, every move is analyzed, every decision is questioned, every appearance is judged instantly. And without that institutional buffer, the spotlight becomes much harsher. Now, I want your honest opinion. Do you think leaving the royal family gave them more freedom or more pressure? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them and I respond. And if you enjoy this kind of breakdown, where we go deeper than headlines, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Another major change? Credibility. When they were working royals, their position gave them instant authority. They didn't need to prove why they mattered. It was already defined. But now, that credibility has to be built and maintained, and that's a different challenge. Because outside the royal system, public trust can shift quickly. Perception becomes more fragile. Consistency becomes essential. People don't just accept your position anymore. They evaluate it. Inside the royal family, relevance is automatic. You show up, and it matters. Outside, you have to earn attention. That creates pressure. Now, every project has to deliver. Every appearance has to connect. Every move has to justify interest. Because if it doesn't, people start questioning your impact. And once those questions begin, they spread quickly. Without the royal structure guiding public image, perception becomes unpredictable. Now it's shaped by media coverage, online discussions, individual opinions, and that can change fast. One moment, support. The next, criticism. Without a system to stabilize that perception, it becomes harder to manage. That's one of the biggest trade-offs of independence. You gain freedom, but you lose control over how that freedom is seen. There's also a deeper challenge here: identity. When you've been part of something as powerful as the royal family, walking away doesn't erase that connection. It changes how people see you. Now, you're trying to move forward, but still tied to your past, building something new while being constantly compared. That creates tension, and that tension shapes how people respond to everything you do. So when people talk about Meghan and Harry leaving, they focus on what they gained. But what they lost, that's just as important. They lost structure, protection, automatic credibility, controlled perception. And rebuilding those things takes time. So, was it worth it? That depends on perspective. Because leaving the royal family didn't just open new doors, it removed a system that made everything easier to navigate. And now every move they make is part of a bigger test. Can they build something just as strong on their own? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for the next part, where we break down what Meghan and Harry actually gained and why that story is more complicated than it seems. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.